What is good, YouTube Nation, football fans? It is Friday, September 28, 2018. This is a follow-up video to one I posted yesterday, when I introduced my model I created for college football picks. You can see the video on my channel page. It's Midwest Maverick Sports. Tech, book it, check it out. Like I said, it was a real quick video just to get introduced to the group, and to the world actually. So I'm just getting this channel started and wanting to get my picks and my ideas out there, and then get some feedback. And all in all, it's a joint effort into banging some books, making some money. So this video is going to focus on NFL picks, and I also included a matchup tool for all the matchups in NFL for daily fantasy. So I'll go through it real quick. This can be another short video, and I'll just touch on highlight some things. It'll be real brief. So I hope you like it, and let's get it rolling. Alright, so here's the NFL schedule and the matchups. You see at the top, and which I also included in my first video, I had the Rams +7. Obviously that's a push. I did have the, I don't know if I had it in my video though, but I did have the over 49, which was almost, like 48 at halftime. So that was a gimme considering what was missing on both defenses and offensive power. Going to Sunday matchup, so I'm liking Cincinnati +3 at the Falcons, and also the over. It's gonna be a high-scoring game. Atlanta's they're just depleted on the back end, and they're gonna get roasted. Expect Dalton to have a huge day along with those receivers. So I think so they're getting. I thought it was +3. The Bengals are getting 5.5. I think. I would even possibly maybe buy that up a half point to 6, but I think you're comfortable with that line. Take the points all day. Tampa Bay, I think getting +3 at Chicago is a must. We know Chicago's D is pretty good, but their offense is struggling with Trubisky. So, and if you've watched the Bucs, you know they can put up points real quick. Receivers running around. Bears just really haven't played anybody other than the first week, which Aaron Rodgers just shredded him the second half. I think this is at least a field goal difference in the game, which Bucs can win outright, so always taking the points. Lions at Cowboys. Lions coming off that strong win. I think it's going to be a good game. Once again, same scenario as the Bucs. Detroit's on the road, but they match up well against the Cowboys. Not sure on Dak Prescott. He's struggling in the pass game. Zeke will have a good day, but I think Patricia ultimately contain him. And Stafford's returning home. He's from Highland Park. Always has a good game there, and I think they'll be fired up on the turf. And once again, getting the points, and I think the Lions can win outright. I like Green Bay at home. I like the money line here. I'm not so sure with Green Bay's defense, and the Bills could be turning it around. So I'm not comfortable giving that much points. It is in Lambeau Field, but if you like Green Bay to win by a couple touchdowns, I understand that too. But I just don't want to lay those points. The Eagles, got Carson Wentz back. I think they're going to start coming into form. Quarter way into the season. Titans once again haven't really played anybody. Yeah, they beat Houston, but Eagles are just a way better team, and they're on the road. But I don't think this is enough points. The 4 points. I'm taking the money line, but I looked at this afternoon, and I would consider laying the points on this game. Patriots at home. Is there anything really more to say? Division matchup. The Dolphins. They always roll the Dolphins. This might be closer this year than usual, but I think Patriots turn around, and I think they win big at home. The Jags, up against, Sam Darnold at home. They're coming off that loss, that 9-6 loss at home. I think the Jags have a rebound game, and I see the defense scoring and putting up some points. This could potentially be a blowout. So, I like the under as well. I think it'll be a defensive battle, but, I see this as like a 27-6 or 27-7 game for Jags. Cleveland Browns. How do you not take the Cleveland Browns getting points versus the Raiders? I'm an Oakland Raiders fan, and I know that we're not looking good coming in this game. We got a lot of other issues outside of football going on with our front office and Gruden and all that shit. So I would take points all day with the Browns, and I'm surprised that the only reason they're not a favorite is because they're on the road. The line typically gives home teams 3 points, so this is pretty much a pick'em game. But I would take the free points, but I expect Browns to win outright. Just too much on D, and Raiders just don't. Our defense sucks, and Carr's not with it. So Myles Garrett is going to blow them up. Seattle, they on the road at Cardinals, lay the 3, versus a new quarterback there with Rosen. Russell Wilson always plays good at the Cardinals. Cardinals they just suck. They can't move the ball. They can't do anything, and so I think this will be an easy win for the Seahawks. Take the over. Giants Saints. Obviously, this is going to be a high scoring game. Every game the Saints in, you might as well just take the over, especially if it's not mid 50s. I like the over 50. I think it's going to be a track meet. Odell Beckham's going to go off. Kamara, Thomas. It's just going to be back and forth, and a barn burner. Chargers. I think this is pretty much a gimme considering 49er situation. Richard Sherman's out. And obviously Jimmy G's out for the season. It's a home game. Chargers coming off a loss. This is going to be a huge blowout win. This will be over at halftime. Staying away from Ravens, Steelers. Just division matchup. If you want to pick that, I would take the Ravens and the points, but it's just too close to call on that. Even though Steelers are at home. And then Monday Night Football, AFC West matchup at Denver, the Mile High. I actually like Denver getting that many points. I'm actually surprised at that line that it's not closer down to 2 or 3. But that's just too many points to give Denver versus that Kansas City defense. Yeah, Mahomes will probably get his, but he may struggle as well. So I think you're good there with those points. So you want to parlay some of this? I did various parlay picks. Got a few money lines in there and against the spread. And then we're going to roll into some DFS real quick. This is a matchup tool I use. It's color coded, showing so the darker blue is the best matchup for that team. So for instance, if you look up here, so it has the team and then their opponent, and then obviously the line and all that. So then it shows, so basically like the first is your opponent versus QBs. So basically saying that Seattle versus QBs is ranked, 25th overall. So that's a good matchup for the Cardinals. All right, versus the Cardinals versus Seattle quarterbacks. Excuse me. I'm sorry, I said that backwards. It's not a good matchup for Cardinals. All right. So that's not a good matchup. Red's not a good matchup for the Cardinals versus QBs. Scroll down here. For example, okay, so right here, this is saying that the Giants have the best matchup because the Saints are the worst versus the pass, which is obvious, right? I think we all know that. So the same thing for wide receivers over here, QB and wide receivers. So by far, the Giants have the best matchup. So obviously that's Odell Beckham. You want to stack on that game anyways. It's going to be high scoring all around. So if you look at this tool, I'll zoom in here a little bit so you can see. So it goes versus QBs, running backs, wide receivers, and tight ends. This is pretty self-explanatory. So down here, Seattle has the best matchup for running backs because Cardinals suck at stopping the run. So Penny could have a big day. Carson, those guys, which I think Carson and Proceeds are injured, so I would definitely take a hard look at Penny, who's cheap. And then the Atlanta Bengals game, I like that a lot. That's going to be a high-scoring game. Those receivers on both ends and quarterbacks are going to put up some points. I like Dalton a lot this week. I like Baker Mayfield at the Raiders. Raiders ain't stopping nothing. We have the least sacks in the league. No pressure. I think he's going to ball out along with Carlos Hyde and that defense. Let's get a little zoom in here for you. It's all about value, So you definitely want to take a look at the line, look at the over-under in those high-scoring games, to build your lineup. I think Carson Wentz is going to have a good game. He's going to hook up with his tight end there, Ertz. He's going to get going this week as well. All right, that's it. Like I said, new channel. Give me some feedback. We'll talk some football back and forth. Like I said, none of this is for sure. Obviously, it's my ideas. Throwing it out there. A lot of times this helps people that are indecisive on certain ways to bet. Just make sure you're betting smart and get that value, and putting smart money on teams. All right, well, hey, thanks for watching. Leave some comments, subscribe. There's going to be a lot better videos coming through, more thorough, more explanation of my picks. Like I said, this just covers NFL, and I'm going to be posting an update to my college football model here with the line changes shortly. So, thanks for watching. Bang them books.